to see what happens.
Bit of good competition here today, though.
Yeah, it's good stuff, and the metros will be pretty competitive around here, I should think. So, and with this weather, well, anything could happen.
Well, welcome to Nuts Corner. For, I suppose this is this your first visit?
Yes, it's my first visit here. Yep.
And have you seen the circuit?
I just walked around. I didn't know where it was. I walked the opposite way, but I learned it somehow.
It's a two-car team, isn't it?
Yes, Martin is using let's call it the normal car we have used a couple of years, and that car is all right.
Is there a big difference between the cars?
Yeah, it's a big difference. This is quite another suspension on it. It's only a 1700 cubic inch engine. It weighs only 960 kilo. The other one is 2.3 liter and 1200 kilo.
But ask any of the visitors where the opposition in this spectacular sport comes from these days, and they'll tell you Ireland. After all, we've got two former British champions.
I think Will Gollop's a man, probably, but you've Dermot Carnegie, you've quite a few. You've some of these Europeans, and they're really top-class cars here. These Iversens, I think they should be, to get used to the track, they'll be right up at the front.
Yes, after the turmoil of the last few years, the British Championship organisers have taken a complete about-face and allowed the Group B cars back into the fold. Dermot Carnegie has one of the newer generation machines. How's the car?
Well, I haven't driven it since the last day, so I'm just hoping it's okay.
How do you assess your chances?
I will be in there to do as well as we can, but we have to be careful about tomorrow as well, make sure we have the car for tomorrow. So probably won't do too many heroics anyway.
The Iversens from Norway are having a fraught introduction to the Antrim Borough Council's track. In race 14, Father Jan goes from pole to last in one corner, and also sadly damages the power steering on his new car in the gravel track. As we see in replay, it was a little nudge from Carnegie, but by Rallycross standards, it was very gentle. Jan simply entered the corner too fast. In race 27, Biggerstaff is on pole, and there's more trouble for the Norwegian family. Martin gets a friendly reminder that Dennis Biggerstaff is right behind him, but he ignores the County Down man's attentions to lead the Metro at the end of the first lap. It's a good run for the Nuts Corner novice. After all, that's a former British champion behind him. And he's still ahead, with Carnegie surprisingly trailing in third. Then Martin applies just a little too much of the loud pedal to the County Antrim clay. And Dennis slips through into the lead. Race 10 for the Division 4 cars includes Top Gear test driver Tiff Niddell, car number 411. Tiff's in good company, however, as that's John Happy in car number 440. John squeezes through the middle to take the lead, but Tiff gets into a synchronized Nova spinning display.
Slick and slippy. When it's dry, a racing driver can feel a car a bit more, but I think driving when it's really greasy is a sort of specialist art, which I haven't quite mastered yet.
Have you had a look around the circuit yet?
Yeah, I wander around, yeah. And looks a bit Mickey Mouse at the top and a bit Brave at the bottom.
Which are you?
Both, hopefully.
Mickey Mouse at the top end, Tiff? Welcome to Disney World. And so, to the finals in the different divisions. In Rallycross, everything is catered for, and we start with the big ones, the four-wheel drive supercars in Division 1. It's an all-Irish front row. Biggerstaff's on pole with his P&O Metro, and Carnegie alongside him in the Harris Hire Escort.
We're on board with Biggerstaff as we go up into the first turn and onto the loose for the first time. And there's Will Gollop trying to nuzzle his way through in third place. But it's Carnegie who muscles his way into the lead in the very powerful Escort. Now just watch when he gets the power down on the straight, on the tarmac, as he pulls away from the Metro 604. The big threat is also on his tail, and that, of course, is Will Gollop in the Persia, a very, very powerful car sponsored by Circle. Now, the Metro closing up on the loose stuff. It's very nifty round that corner, so it's an interesting game here. But just watch as Carnegie gets onto the straight again, how he pulls away. And that's the new generation Rallycross Supercar ahead of us there, with a lot of the World Rally Championship bits in it. So Dermot Carnegie correcting a little slide up to the top of the hill at the end of the first lap. And on his tail, Dennis Biggerstaff in the Metro 604. And they're pulling surprising away from Will Gollop now, who has Peter Faulkner on his tail. Down they come onto the tarmac again. This is a very awkward left-hand kink there, only for the brave. And you can see Biggerstaff really getting it sideways that time as he just corrected it. But can he do anything about Carnegie? Carnegie's made the ultimate break, the perfect break in this Class A Division 1 final. Typical Biggerstaff. Gollop trying all the road as he came out, just correcting the car against the curves. Down through the chicane, onto the loose again. We're with the leader. We're with Carnegie as he fights that 500 or 550 brake horsepower machine. On his back, 110, Dennis Biggerstaff. Watch him work. Who says motorsport's not physical? Down through the chicane, on the loose still, then back onto the tarmac. Very, very greasy here. A lot of people have come to grief on that part of the course. No change, but Biggerstaff's hanging on, and there's an enormous gap between the first two and third now. Gollop is way back in the distance. And Biggerstaff just hoping and praying that Carnegie will make a little mistake. Just look now on the horizon. It's still Gollop. He's pulled away from Faulkner, is it? Yes, Faulkner just coming into the picture there. And then Martin Iversen. And then Gibson just behind him. Robin Perry right at the back, playing with the big boys today, the man from Craig Anford. But he's not in the power game, not like Carnegie. Power almost an embarrassment at the moment, however, and indeed they turned down their turbos a little bit to deal with these conditions. It's incredibly greasy, as you can see. Off he goes another lap, using all the course, and surprisingly still Biggerstaff, who's in the little Metro that have been reprieved now for the British Championship after a crazy situation where they were banned, but now they're back, and as you can see, as effective as ever. And Will Gollop will not be too pleased about that sight directly ahead of him, the car that we're aboard now, Dennis Biggerstaff. So Biggerstaff, very tricky this. You've got to go down into second gear, onto the loose again, up the hill, quite a steep rise there, and you mustn't drift wide here. This is the critical part of the course. Too many people, and he's right now on Carnegie's tail again. Made up an awful lot of ground there. But it's all too late because there's the checkered flag. Carnegie takes it, Biggerstaff second, Gollop third, Faulkner fourth, Iversen fifth, and Gibson in sixth place.
The Division 2 final, the two-wheel drive over 2150cc cars, also has a strong Irish representation. Davy Francis is on pole position with David Patton alongside. James Murphy's next with the English opposition coming from John Sampson.
And John Sampson makes a good start in the TR. He's just in third place there on the outside as they come into the first corner. A good start also from Davy Francis, who leads, but I'm afraid Patton's gone wide. The classic mistake here today at Nuts Corner, where it's oh so greasy. So Sampson is up into second place. And then I think recovering in third place is Patton, but Murphy really lost out. He went right to the back. But look at Davy Francis, very, very experienced man from Donaghadee, prepares his own car, has been rallying, quarry crossing for years and years. A beautiful driver, a really stylish driver. Can't afford to get right up into the big time of the supercars, but does extremely well in Division 2, but he's going to have to watch his mettle today because Sampson is on flying form. No change after 5 laps. Sampson's still there, worrying Francis' tail. Francis seems to be in the control, only about 3 corners to go, and that was the crucial one that he just got through there. It really is going to require now a mistake from him,
or he's going to take the Division 2 final. It's looking pretty good at the moment, but Sampson makes a last-minute run. But Davy Francis gets it, Sampson second, and Patton is third.
Clive Richardson is the firm favourite for the Division 3 final in his Happy Astra. Surab Nazar in the Peugeot joins him on the front row.
And makes a sensational start. That's him on the outside. He's coming up alongside. He's in the wrong position for the first corner, but amazingly it's Richardson who goes wide. A very unusual mistake by that Clive Richardson, really a bit of a superstar here at Nuts Corner. So, Nazar in the lead, but how long will it last? And here's somebody else, Brendan Mooney, going a bit ballistic and taking a rather alternative route there. Nazar still in the lead, but look at Richardson. He's got a beautiful run now into the right-hander. He's going to hop him out quite legitimately there, and really this man is quite a master. He will be annoyed at his less than perfect run up to now, but really I'd say it's pretty well all over at this stage. But Nazar staying with the Astra at the moment. And the other man in this picture is number 310, Dave Pritchard there, holding on to these two in his Astra. But take a look at the rear of that little Peugeot. It's got an extraordinarily narrow track, and that's giving him big problems, as you can see there, keeping it stable in the loose stuff. And this is where the multiple Class 3 champion, Clive Richardson, takes advantage. Look at the difference he got out of that corner, and now really using the curves on the inside there, on the ragged edge as always. Beautiful driver to watch. Will be kicking himself for that earlier mistake. It's very unlike him. And Nazar now really has to watch this little Vauxhall disappear away into the distance. Dave Pritchard in third place is still very much in the hunt, and certainly Nazar hasn't given up trying. He really has a go in this little motor car. There's Pritchard, 310. And let's just look back at that first corner again. The tail enders were in all kinds of trouble, particularly 3-8 there, Mark Wells in the very nice little 106 Peugeot, got himself into all kinds of bother. Here they are again, and Wells goes round once again, talking about an adventurous run. No problems, however, for Clive Richardson. He's very much in command in this final now. Gets on his merry way onto the tarmac once again, down at the bottom of the race circuit. The circuit, of course, used for motorcycle racing and indeed for sprinting. Very popular little venue with quite interesting plans ahead. Look at that, the lightweight bonnet flapping in the wind of Nazar's car. Very much a lightweight machine. And in third place, Dave Pritchard, getting probably the best view of anybody of this exciting piece of driving up front. Very cool, calm and collected now. He can really take it as he likes, Clive Richardson. Nazar still does his tail wagging in that very narrow track Peugeot, trying to keep control of it. And you can see now Richardson is off the curves. He's not under so much pressure. Down he comes through the double right-hander, also loose. Very tight here. You've got to be careful that you don't run too wide. And again, keeping her off the curves as it comes up onto the start-finish straight for the last time this time. There's the gap to second place. Nazar fighting the car even in a straight line, and surely this machine isn't correct. But it says a lot for the man's car control that he's able to hang on to it. Richard getting a big slide there also. Down onto the loose now for the last time. Keeping well away from the tyres, keeping well out of trouble, waiting for the checkered flag. Clive Richardson, yet another final victory for this wonderful driver.